I'm on the phone with Coach Corey Papadopoli, the head volleyball coach at MDI High School. And Coach, boy, I'll tell you, you can't get any more thrilling and nerve-wracking than what happened last night down at the high school when MDI defeated Cape Elizabeth 3-2 to advance into the quarterfinals of the playoff games.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we gave some people heart palpitations, and it was certainly a little bit nerve-wracking at times, but in the end, worked out for us.
Well, so you're up 2-0, and then all of a sudden, Cape Elizabeth comes storming back. Tell us a little bit about what happened, how that happened, and then your strategy going into the fifth set.
Sure. I mean, I think actually, the second set we were actually down by 7 points at one point, and we needed to make a comeback to get that game. I think what happened is we became a little mentally unfocused, and so the mistakes started to pile up for us on the serving side and the hitting side in those next two games. And in the fifth set, we just went out there and tried to change the energy a little bit, mixed the lineup up a little, and just tried to refocus the team. And they came out strong right from the start. Actually, built a lead, and they never let it go. So.
When you think about volleyball, I mean, you don't necessarily say volleyball endurance, but I mean, it was a 2-hour-plus match last night.
Yeah, and that can be draining. I mean, you're not playing full bore from 2 hours at a time, but you're playing full bore in between the whistles, and it definitely can be draining.
I mean, that's why you work on cardio throughout the preseason and throughout the season.
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of, we don't do so much cardio, but we definitely do a lot of, maximum speed over short distance type of stuff, and more anaerobic type of stuff to get them, so that, for 10 seconds or 15 seconds they're going full speed, full power, and then break, which is more like the game. But yeah, we have to do that, all season long, because you never know when you get into a situation like this, and and you do it. Luckily, we also have we have a deep bench, and we were able to use that, and and get some new people in there and keep things fresh and that sort of thing as well.
How do you keep the girls mentally sharp in a match like that? I mean, because all of a sudden, I mean, if you lose focus for a little bit, your opponent can go on a run.
It's hard, honestly. It's something we've been working on all season long. I think, when they were able to come from behind and win that second set, it showed that they had the mental toughness to do that. But it's still hard to stay focused, through all 5 sets of a match like that. And sometimes, again, it's just a little lineup change, or moving people around to sort of change the energy, and things can just completely reinvigorate the team sometimes, and that's what we hoped for, and luckily it worked for us last night.
How many timeouts do you get during a match?
You get 2 per set.
All right, so and you have to be judicious in terms of using those timeouts, because that can help to refocus everyone and change the energy.
It can, yeah. But if you use them early and they're gone, then you're kind of stuck. And the only thing you can do at that point is make subs, and to try and do something. So
now up next is Falmouth, correct?
Yes.
All right. And what time? Do you know what time that is on Saturday yet?
I don't yet. They haven't set the time yet. I think it's going to be in the afternoon, late afternoon, but I'm not exactly sure when yet.
So another trip down south for the girls.
Another trip down. Yeah, at this point, if we go on any further, we're traveling.
All right. We haven't had a chance. I mean, if you would just talk a little bit about some of the seniors on your team. I mean, who played their last match at Bernard Parody Gymnasium yesterday.
Well, I've got 7 seniors, and they all add something to the team. And I've got, let's see, I guess, Elena Dooley. She's been on varsity for 3 years. She can set if needed. She's a great passer, and she can hit well at times. And She plays great defense. Just she can be all around out there for us when we need her to. Grace Higgins has also been. This is also her third year on varsity. And she had a great hitting night last night, and she can definitely do that. She can go on these runs, and you know, it helped keep us in the game at times. And you know, her serving is she can spot her serves, which is very valuable for sure.
And target. I mean, if all of a sudden you've got a weak person out there, you really want to take advantage of that.
Yep, and she did that a couple times last night, in particular in the fifth set. She found a good target, and you know, she kept hitting it and scored a couple of points very early in that game that you know, allowed us to build that lead that again they never relinquished, which was great. Emma Forthover, this is also her third year on varsity, and you know, she was our libero last night. She's been a solid passer all year long. We've also used her to hit from time to time, and sort of struggled to figure out which makes more sense, to be honest. Last night we decided to have her out there passing, and she's been stable for us there, which has been great. Emma Watrous is one of our middles. This is her second year on varsity, and very quiet, unassuming girl, but she can go up there and she can drop the hammer when she wants to, and that's what we're trying to get her to do more and more, because it can definitely catch you off guard. Valerie Del Cid, this is her second year on varsity. Solid defensive player. She's one of our defensive specialists. She's played libero for us from time to time as well. Great attitude, always positive. You know, moves around really well, and gets us a lot of great passes. Maddie Shields. Maddie Shields, this is also her second year. We've used her primarily as a hitter, outside right side. She's a little shorter, but she packs a punch for sure, and she can, when she gets it right, she can pound the ball really well. Same with the serve. She's got when she's on, she's got a deadly serve. Mariah Hamer, this is her first year in varsity actually, and she took a 2-year hiatus from volleyball and decided to come back again this year. And she's got a great work ethic, which is why we put her on varsity. She's got a great work ethic, works hard, good attitude. You know, she's been a middle for us, but she can also pass and play defense too. So we have used her in the back row as well from time to time. Again, when she gets on a serving role, she can be pretty consistent at times.
One of the neat things, too, as I'm sure you're aware of, is the success of a couple former players of yours. Abby Jewett, who was named the NAC Player of the Week last week up at Umpy, just finishing up her senior year, and then Riley Moores, who was the Defensive Player of the Week in the NAC for Husson. If you would just talk a little bit about that and what that means to the program.
I mean, I think it's always great when the girls go on. I'd love not to be their last coach. So I certainly encourage that they, you know, keep playing in some fashion. I mean, volleyball is a game you can play for many years. I think in college especially, you know, it's great to have that release from academics. Sometimes, you know, you just need a break, and you know, a team sport like volleyball where you can just go out and, you know, for 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever, you know, go out, play, have fun, you know, sometimes, you know, it's just a great mental reset. And I encourage as much as possible. I'd love these girls to all go on and keep playing, you know, for the rest of their lives.
All right, Coach, congratulations on a great season. Hopefully it will continue on, and we look forward to hearing how the girls do Saturday down in Falmouth against Falmouth.
Sounds good.